Hey guys, Sonda here doing another audio commentary. And today I'm gonna bring you another game of the GG No Re tournament, and this is game 2 of Diablo X versus MrBitter. Diablo X came out and took game 1 in a quick, exciting game. So if you haven't watched that, I would definitely recommend watching that because this is game 2. Oh, and we are seeing, oh my gosh, cheese. Yeah, so we are seeing some cheese from MrBitter. From MrBitter is sending out the early probe. MrBitter in the top right, the Protoss player, and Diablo X in the bottom left, the Terran player. MrBitter is really screwing up my intro here. We're getting right into action, so we will be seeing a proxy here, and Diablo X needs to scout this earlier. He's going to be in a lot of trouble. It does look like he will be putting it at the natural or the second expansion, and sorry for the misclick. I'm no pro at clicking. So he looks like he will be doing a double gateway proxy rush, and I'm not sure exactly if it's double gateway, but I'm assuming because it was such an early probe, another probe on the way. This one's going to go in to scout, and if Diablo X should notice, this might be a little early for a scout, but maybe that's why he's delaying it a little bit. Diablo X needs to open up with a quick racks to be able to defend this off, and he needs to scout this quickly. He needs to send out an SCV to do the scout, and it might be decided if he sends out this SCV after the supply depot or after the barracks. He needs to notice that probe was an early scout, and he does not send out a scout after the barracks. Oh, and he opens up. Oh my gosh, things are turning devastating for Diablo X. Diablo X has no idea this is coming. This is absolutely going to be horrible for Diablo X. He needs to send out the scout. He needs to know that this proxy is on the way. Keeping his probe alive, MrBitter keeping the distraction on the probe so the scout can't get out. So Diablo X's double gateway proxy will go completely unnoticed. This is completely opposite of what I was expecting. MrBitter, after losing game 1, opening up with a proxy. Usually you see the player up one game to try a proxy, but not in this case, throwing up the racks. But he needs to see this. He needs to see, yes, double gateway is the call. If he can stay ahead of his PSI count, I really feel firmly that MrBitter will be able to win this game, just because now finally the scouting SCV coming out, but too late. Diablo X is going to find himself off guard, and things might be turning ugly for Diablo X very quickly. He needs to get the scout in, and he's gonna make a couple quick Marines, because I'm sure pretty standardly probably, but hopefully he makes more than one, or that's not gonna be enough. So one zealot on the way with the probe, or maybe not. A little bit of lag here. Oh, sorry for that. Maybe it was a little lag, or maybe the zealot wasn't moving. I'm not sure. Zealot and a probe going in. This will just make for faster kills. He looks like he will be going straight in for this SCV. One Marine will be on the way. SCV's coming off the line, but this is going to look, we're going to see his Zealot micro, and he's getting some easy, he needs to micro that probe. This probe will be saved from the Zealot after killing that SCV, so 2 SCVs going down. He does lose the probe, so that's going to make killing a little slower. The Marine is out, but 2 more Zealots on the way to pick off this, to try to kill Diablo X right here. 3 Zealots. This is absolutely looking horrible for Diablo X. Diablo X is going to have to do something incredible to hold this off. He's doing decent Marine micro right here. 2 Marines are out. He's going to try to use his supply depot and barracks as best as he can. Going straight in for the Marine kills. Kills both Marines right there. SCVs are forced to come off that line. A nice surround to be able to surround and probably pick off this Zealot, but not before losing 2 SCVs. Too many SCVs lost. Things are looking bad. Just if Diablo X could have read this a little sooner, you could have got a quick vulture out and made a couple more Marines and been a lot safer, to say the least. Not blocking himself in, that hurt him a little more. SCV's forced to come off the line and try a last-ditch effort to be able to hold this off, and it looks like he will be able to hold this off. He can be able to surround this. He needs to oh wow, 1 Zealot is going down, so he's gonna be able to hold this off as well as he can for now, but not before 2 more Zealots on the way. Diablo X is 100% behind in this game, and I meant to say it the other way. MrBitter 100% ahead in this game. Cybernetics core is going up, so it's not suffering his tech, and his economy line is doing great. These Zealots are going to come and pick off this Marine. He needs to show great Marine micro surround, so a decent surround there. Diablo X in too much trouble, I believe, but doing a nice job of surrounding it and using the SCVs very smartly. So the Vulture is out, so he will be able to pick off these Zealots, so maybe he's going to be able to hold off this attack for now, but he's so far behind. He's going to have too many SCVs going down, but decent SCV micro. We are seeing pretty good SCV micro. A proxy like this might have been much more effective against a weaker Terran player, but Diablo X, the X factor of Diablo is what I like to say. showing his micro right here, picks off the last zealot. He's very far behind in this game, so I find that a push with simple units will be able to win in this game. So the robotics facility is going up, and I'm interested to see what MrBitter decides he needs to do. Does he take it long game because he already has the macro game, or take it mid game because he's already economically ahead, or does he just try to go for a push and go with a push? But if you go for a push and it doesn't win, then you're taking your lead and basically throwing it away. So now this Vulture is out checking for any last zealots. 2 Dragoons are in the base, and I completely missed this. I am sorry. I didn't have the volume high enough to hear this. My bad. 2 Dragoons will be able to pick off the rest of these SCVs here. Or not the rest, but be able to do a lot. A decent Dragoon micro by MrBitter. MrBitter, a great help to SC2DG. So shout out.